Good morning. We're going to get started in a couple minutes. Good morning, y'all. Just gonna get started in a couple minutes. Hope everybody's doing well. And hey, Brenda, how are you? Got just a couple minutes before we get started, but this morning's just gonna be a gentle practice. So if you want a block, hey, Lon, how are you? I hope you've been watching all this great music streaming. Let's see here. Hey, Pat. Hey, Kitty. Hi. How are you guys? It is so, I can't wait to see you guys all. Like, literally, this is getting weird. I'm, like, over it, honestly. Morning. So, my husband, Scott, is going to be playing this morning, too. Hey, Sherry. So we're going to have just a gentle practice this morning. Hey, Jacqueline. And Scott's actually home this morning, so he's going to play again for us this morning while we're practicing. So we'll have some nice instrumental live music. So hope you enjoy. Hope all is going well. Yay! Yeah, I'm excited too. I think he really enjoys playing, so I think he had a lot of fun when we did the live class. Just the last time, and I think he really enjoyed it. So he's like, can I do it again this morning? So, of course. So we'll have some music this morning to get started. So if you want this morning, you're going to need your mat and blocks if you'd like, or books, whatever you have, just kind of give you extra lift, and maybe kind of a firm pillow or blanket. We're just going to do some breath work, some kind of gentle movements as usual, and just this morning wanted to share with you guys, as we get started, this is a book that I've been kind of enjoying. It's Yoga 365. So it's like a little just daily readings, and this is today's, which I think is just perfect. Yoga is a prayer of gratitude spoken through the body. Each yoga practice section is honoring of your body, articulated through movement and breath. You begin by sitting, eyes closed, palms together in prayer. You set your intention, and then you start to move. As you move, you find strength, you find openness. Think of each pose as an offering that celebrates your embodied existence. Your practice becomes a gesture of thankfulness for what you've been given. This is your prayer of gratitude, spoken elegantly and reverently through your body. So, taking care of ourselves at this time is probably, I think, the most important thing. I've had a lot of conversations with my husband as we're going through this crisis, and it's like, this is like Darwinian stuff. Like, we've got to take care of ourselves so that we can be at our healthiest to take care of our minds, our body, our spirit. And yoga is kind of the perfect tool. So happy to be able to practice with you guys this morning. Scott's just kind of getting settled in. So we're going to go ahead and get started if you want to find a comfortable seat, okay? All right. So just settling settling in, if you will, just find a comfortable seat. I'm going to have Scott kind of check in with the music real quick to make sure you can still hear me over everything. Can you guys hear me over the music and hear the music okay? You good? Can you guys hear me okay? With music, and you can hear the music? Somebody would just reply or give me like a thumbs up. I wish I could see you. Alright, so I'm just gonna, okay, cool. Thank you, I appreciate it. Okay. I'm gonna adjust this really quick. It's like the funny technical stuff about just doing this at home, which is, it's just like a big experiment. There we go. Alright, so we're gonna get started for real. So find a comfortable seat. So however you're comfortable, I'm sitting up on a pillow just because it makes my knees a lot happier. So this morning we're going to start just kind of working from the top of the body down. So finding a comfortable seat, bring your hands together at heart center. And closing your eyes. And as you settle into your seat, be really yourself. Just become grounded. And then begin to allow yourself to deepen the breath. Not trying to control it, but just noticing it. So take a big, deep breath in and let it get a little bit fuller. On your exhale, let it all relax down the back. And on your next breath, as you take your inhale in, imagine you can plug the seat in and then lengthen the spine up with that inhale, almost like a magnet drawing you upward. Exhale, staying with that nice tall spine, but let yourself soften through the shoulders. So we come into this practice with gratitude. Set your intention to keep it with you as you move and breathe. Begin our practice together with the sound of Om, taking a deep breath in fully. On your next breath, we're going to take the arms up over the head. Intertwine your fingers and send your palms up towards the sky. And then just reach up as high as you can. Let your shoulders kind of come closer to the ears. And on your exhale, we're going to round the spine, reaching the hands forward, letting your shoulder blades move away from one another. And I'm going to encourage you to really just kind of find your breath here. And on your next inhale, reach up out of your seat, arms extend up. Exhale, gently round. So we're opening the upper body all the way to the fingertips, extending the crown of the head to the sky. And on your exhale, gently round. So this nice little seated cat-cow. Take this a few more times at your pace, just letting the breath kind of roll you in and out of this shape in the spine. One more time, inhale, take the arms all the way up, stretching up as high as you can. And then separate your fingertips, but spread your fingers wide, like you could almost shoot energy out of your fingertips. Shoulder blades draw down the back, and then we're going to slowly reach the arms out. We're going to stop about halfway. And then we're going to make thumbs up. So kind of bring your fingers into the palm, and then we're going to turn the thumbs down, rotating the shoulders. Inhale, bring thumbs up, and then back towards the area behind you. Inhale and exhale, just rotating the shoulders. Turn thumbs up and back, and then down. So just kind of rotating, softening through that shoulder area. And then bringing your thumbs to thumbs up. And then we're going to just bring the arms out in front of you, crossing your right under left. You can let your hands relax now. So your right under left, we're going to come into eagle arms and then intertwining with elbows or palms. So if your arms aren't coming all together, it's okay. But palms towards the wrist or palms towards palm. And then we're going to begin to open up through the upper back, starting to reach your elbows up towards the height of your chin. Take some deep breaths here. Tuck the chin towards the chest. And then begin to round the back. Taking some deep breaths into that space between the shoulder blades. So beginning to relax that area of the upper back, relaxing the back of the heart. Letting your breaths be as big as they possibly can. Deep breath here, and on your exhale, draw it in just a little closer, squeezing in a little tighter. And then we'll come back up. Inhale, lengthen the spine, unravel the arms, send the arms up to the sky. And then close your eyes, and we're going to slowly just let the arms release all the way down. Let your fingertips find their way down to the earth. Let the hands rest. Let the weight of the world just relax off your shoulders. Feeling that moment of just nice release and flush as the circulation just draws all the way down to the fingertips. On your next breath, we'll just switch out the order of the legs. So whichever one was on top or bottom, just swap it out. And then we're going to come to that opposite side. So reach your arms out. And we're going to cross the opposite side. So this time, whichever one was on top or bottom, but mine was left. So left on the bottom, and then intertwining the arms together. And then we're going to take the arms up. So elbows come to about the height of the chin. So you start to feel that stretch between the shoulder blades. Start to deepen the breath, and chin comes towards the chest. And then we're going to round the back, drawing the elbows in towards the heart. And start to take your deepest breaths of the morning, sending it into the shoulder blade area, feeling that space at the back of the heart soften. See if you can let your breath fully expand. Almost to the point where your ribs feel like they can't create any more space. On your next breath, we're going to inhale the arms up, take everything up and out, and send your fingertips again to the sky. Let your shoulders relax down away from the ears, and then we're going to come all the way down, letting your fingertips relax all the way down to the earth. So feeling that soft release from the shoulders down to the fingertips. And then we're going to take the chin towards the chest. Take a big deep breath in, taking your gaze towards the sky. Feeling the front of the neck stretch, and then right ear towards the right shoulder. As you allow that right ear to reach towards the right shoulder, start to walk your right fingertips away. Then we're going to take the left arm up towards the sky. So it's kind of this oppositional energy. Right hand down, left arm up. And then begin to reach your left arm over the left ear. So feeling that whole side body stretch on the left side. Again, keeping energy into that right hand. Keep pushing that left side of the rib cage away. And then engage from your belly. Draw it in and bring both arms up over the head. Exhale, hands to heart center. Let your hands release down to the ground. Inhale, long spine, and exhale, left ear towards left shoulder. So you start to feel that stretch in the right side of the neck. We'll walk that left hand away. Plant it down pretty firmly. And then reach your right arm up towards the sky. And then we're going to reach that arm over the head. And again, almost pushing that energy of the left hand down, right side of the rib cage, extends and reaches away. Let your breath get big. Big, deep inhale, engaging from the belly, reach both arms up and extend to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. So taking that little pause, small little pause of breath and mindfulness, and this great pause that the world is being asked to take right now. So each breath filling you up. Each movement an act of gratitude and taking care of yourself so that we can take care of each other. Take one more big deep breath in here. And as you exhale, we're going to make our way into a tabletop position. So from here, if you want a blanket or anything under your knees, you can do that. I'm just going to kind of make my way into a tabletop here. And we're going to begin to move through cat and cow. So I'm going to kind of turn this way. Begin to round the back. Knees are underneath the hips. If you look back through your feet, you should be able to see your feet. So on your exhale, begin to round the back. Pushing your hands down into the earth, feeling the back of the body gently round. And then reversing the curve of the spine. Let the belly release, stretching the heart forward, gaze to the sky. And then exhale, round. Take this a few more times at your pace. So I like to close my eyes here. I like to let the breath be my guide. So as you move back and forth, you feel the breath and the body start to move together. You can make these as exaggerated as you like. Maybe even bend the elbows and then straighten, dipping down a little further each time. And then we're going to come into a wide knee child's pose. So big toes come together, your knees come out nice and wide, and then let your hips drop back. So your knees are pretty wide. And then we're going to let the heart just release towards the floor and rest your forehead. So take some big deep breaths here. So staying here with your breath in your child's pose. Letting the breath expand out. So as we're in this kind of health crisis, the yogic breath is really proving to be important. We exercise our lungs. So as you take these big deep breaths, let your lungs expand. Like feel your rib cage create space for the biggest, deepest breath you can, and then hold it for a second, or a few, or as long as it feels good to you. And then on your exhale, contract back. Let the breath release. Feel everything soften. As you breathe here, feel the back expand all the way down to the seat. Just taking a few more of these at your pace. Taking that moment in between the inhale and exhale to hold the breath. Let that space be created.
walk your hands over to the right, placing your left hand on top of the right hand, feeling the side body stretch and lengthen. And walking back through center, take your hands over to the left. Right hand comes on top, reaching from your hands to your seat. Take some big, deep breaths. And then coming back through center, extend the arms out. And we're going to roll the spine up, coming back to your tabletop. And this time, just curl your toes under and reach your seat back towards your heels. So what we're doing here is stretching into the bottoms of the feet. So taking care of ourselves from head to toe. Feeling that energy release as you stretch into the feet. And then we're going to come back forward to the tabletop. Exhale, finding your downward facing dog. So once you find your downward facing dog, walk your feet out. Bend one knee, then the other. So it's a nice leisurely walk of your dog. Letting one knee bend and then the other. And then we're going to begin to move with your breath. On an inhale, shift forward. Exhale to your knees, finding child's pose. So you can skip this if you like. We're just going to kind of move back and forth with breath. Tabletop, downward facing dog, and child's pose. So move with your breath. Downward facing dog, move forward with inhale. Exhale to child's pose. One more time as you move forward. Inhale up. Exhale. Downward facing dog. And then we're going to look forward and slowly start to walk your feet up to meet your hands. So we'll all be at the top of the mat. Forward fold, finding this nice Uttanasana. So if the hands don't make it to the floor, bend your knees to get your hands there, and then just let yourself start to lengthen the seat up, breathing into the backs of the legs. And then on your inhale, hands to the shins, finding a long spine, reach it out. Exhale, fold. And then bend your knees pretty deeply, bring your seat back, and then reaching down, we're going to come all the way up. And exhale, hands to heart center. So moving with your breath here. Inhale, take the arms up. Exhale, folding all the way forward. Inhale, long spine. Exhale to fold. Again, bend your knees pretty deeply. Reach down and then come all the way up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Deep breath in, come all the way up. Exhale, fold all the way through heart center. Uttanasana. Let the head, neck, and shoulders just relax down here. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, fold. Deep bend. Reach all the way up. And exhale, hands to your heart. So again, take that pause. Hands at heart center. Plug into your feet. Lift your toes. Plant them back down. Lift your heels. Just kind of feel everything start to feel grounded in the lower body. And we're going to take that breath from the ground all the way up. Arms extend over the head. This time as you exhale, right through heart center, we're going to fold all the way down and then stepping your right foot far back. So setting up for your low lunge. That right knee is going to come down. And if you've got blocks or books or anything that kind of gives you a little height here, we're going to lift the chest, beginning to let your pelvis shift forward. So taking the gaze upward, starting to feel that back bend. And then with your breath, extend up. Exhale, elbows down, lifting the heart. Inhale, lift up. right on the floor, wherever feels best to you. Shift your hips back, straightening that left leg. You can walk your hands back. We're just going to fold over that left leg. Breathing into that space. And then looking forward, walk the hands forward, coming into that low line. Exhale, reach the hands back, straighten that left leg. And just take this a few times at your pace. So we're bending into that left side and feel that hip flexor open on the right. And then as we fold back, we feel that left leg straighten and lengthen and the hamstring on the left. So take your time walking in and out. Get some movement into the lower back, into hips. Depending on how it feels to you, that's going to be what guides you to how far you full, how long you stay. So kind of just listen to your body. Be safe in that space you're creating for yourself. So once you come back up this time, we're going to come into that low lunge. And if you will, just taking your hands to your left knee. We're going to hold on to that left knee with the right hand and send that left hand back. So take your gaze over that left shoulder. Coming into a twist, draw the belly in, so feeling that extension, support of the spine. Then we're going to send that right arm forward. Deep breath in, come through center, hands to the heart. And then rotate opposite side, right arm back, left arm forward. Coming through center, hands to the heart. Rotate to your left, open the arms. Keep squeezing everything from mid-thigh and center. One more time, open as you reach out to the right. And then come back through center. Placing the hands down, we'll step back, downward facing dog. And again, walk your dog out. Let everything feel fluid here, even shaking your head, your neck, everything just starts to relax down. And then we'll move forward, looking forward. Release down onto the knees. We'll take a brief child's pose. You can skip it if you'd like, or stay longer if you'd like. Inhale, coming all the way up, downward facing dog. And then we'll walk our feet up to meet the hands. So we're taking this with breath. Bend your knees pretty deeply. Reach down to come all the way up. And exhale, hands to your heart center. So feel the pause in between. We'll do that again on the opposite side. But nice to take that little moment in between. Feel yourself grounded from the feet up. Lift your toes. Let them release down. Come up onto your toes. Lift your heels. Lower down. We'll take one more breath. Inhale the arms up. Feel the lift from the feet to the fingertips. And as you exhale, right through heart center. Finding that nice forward fold. Head relaxes down towards the ground. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, fold. And we're going to come to the opposite side. So we're going to step that left foot far back. So we find that low lunge. We want the knee over the ankle, because if we're too far forward, we kind of start to reach and find some pain in the knee eventually. So you want to set it up so your knee is directly on the ankle. So the hips kind of start to shift forward. We reach and stretch into that hip flexor. And then using your blocks or books, whatever you've got, kind of place them there, become extensions of your shoulders and arms. Begin to take your breath in, and then we're going to bring everything in. Kind of scissor inner thigh in and take the arms up over the head. So the core is lifted, reaching all the way to the fingertips, and on your exhale, hands draw down, elbows come down, open the chest. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, release down. Inhale up. And exhale, elbows down. Bring your hands to your blocks. We'll begin to shift your hips back, straighten that right leg. Even time, walking the hands back. Lift your toes, folding over that leg. And then we'll come forward, bending into that right knee. Exhale, reach your hips back, straighten on the right. And then with your breath, come forward, shifting forward, planting that foot down as you lengthen back up each time. So take this a few more times at your pace. Moving with your breath. Listening to what feels best for you. So one place may feel better than another. You might want to linger a little bit. You might want to come out, depending on what feels best to you. It's kind of the nice thing about practicing at home. You don't have to keep pace with anybody. Just yourself. Taking this one more time, and then we'll all meet coming forward as you bend back into that right knee. And we're going to bring both hands onto that right knee. So start to lengthen up, and then we're going to take the right hand back, gazing over that right shoulder. And left arm extends out. So starting to draw in mid-thigh, core draws in, supporting out, and then we'll come through center, hands to the heart. Reach out left arm and right, back through center. Twisting through center, reach out, turning to your right. Coming back through center, opening up to your left. And then come back through center. Releasing the hands down. Step back, downward facing dog. And again, walk your legs out, bending one knee and then the other. And then we'll release down onto the knees and all the way onto the belly. So as you find your way onto the belly, stack your hands and just let your forehead rest. So as we find ourselves on the ground, begin to expand the breath again. Close the eyes. Feel your breath get bigger. Feel your heartbeat. Every breath, every beat of your heart, every time we connect our minds to the beautiful symphony of our body, we say thank you. Taking care of ourselves so we can take care of each other. We're going to come into a little back bending movement. So bringing your hands in line with the chest, we're going to come into cobra. So bring your legs together. Start to bring the belly button in towards the spine and press the pelvis down. So what we're doing here, we're already creating a strong base in the lower spine. And then begin to move with your breath. Inhale, lifting the chest, coming into this baby cobra. So it doesn't have to be a huge movement. It can just be a little bit of a lift. But we'll move with our breath. Press the pelvis down and begin to lift and lengthen the spine. And then just notice where you're holding your head. So if you're kind of holding it looking forward, you create this kink in the back of the neck. But if your gaze is down over the tip of the nose, your spine stays long. So try to stay in that space. And take 5 more of these with your breath. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, lower down. Moving with your breath as you come up. Exhale, release down. Each breath carrying you a little higher maybe. Just warm up the spine. one, lengthen up. And then we're going to plant the elbows down where the hands were. So your fingertips are coming out in front of you. So we're coming into Sphinx pose. So the elbows create this foundation, forearms create a base here. And then let your gaze be up towards the sky, crown of the head reaching up. Take some big deep breaths here. Keep reaching your heart forward. But stay with that strong base. Pressing the pelvis down, toes reach away. So this might be right where you want to stay. We're going to open up a little bit more into seal pose. So the feet come out to about the outer edges of the mat. And then keep your elbows where they are, but your hands are going to turn on an angle out towards the upper corners of the mat. Now again, before you go anywhere else, draw the belly in, press the pelvis down. So we need that strong support in the core to create that support for the spine. And then push it into the hands, straighten the arms, and we come up. So this becomes a bigger back bend. Keep reaching the crown of the head up, drawing the belly in. Keep reaching your toes long. Steady with breath. One more deep inhale, get as long as you can in the spine, reaching up a little higher, and then ever so slowly, vertebra by vertebra, lower yourself down. And stack the hands, rest the head, let the spine neutralize. Feeling your breath, feel your heartbeat, taking a little pause. And bend your knees. We're just going to let our legs windshield wiper from side to side. Letting the legs relax back. We're going to begin to come back up. Finding our way into a child's pose for just a little bit. Take some deep breaths here, letting your seat release back towards your heels, folding forward, your heart releasing to the ground. And again, find your deepest breath here. Create space. Come back up to our tabletop. Knees under hips, hands under shoulders. You can kind of place your blocks away. We're going to come in to a little bit of a stretch for the upper back and shoulders and through the spine. So we're going to thread the needle. So taking your right arm up and away, and then we're going to thread it all the way through. So that right shoulder comes down, right cheek releases down, and then take your left arm out and away from you. So it depends on how you feel here. Take some big deep breaths. Try not to create too much pressure in the head and neck. So draw belly in to keep lifting away. Create more space with each breath. And then we'll come back up, finding your tabletop. And then we'll make our way to opposite side. So lifting the left arm away and then thread it all the way through. Left arm releases down, resting your left cheek. Reach your right arm up and over the head. So again, just creating space with each breath. tabletop. Take a few rounds of cat and cow, feeling the full openness of the spine and breath now. Lifting your heart, lifting your seat, and then exhale around, feeling the full benefit of releasing all the way from the crown of the head to the tailbone. And then we'll release the seat back, and we're going to take the legs forward. Our back bends into some forward folds. So if you'd like a blanket or a pillow, anything under your seat, even like a towel, just to give your pelvis a little bit of a tilt forward helps. So I'm going to actually just use a little beach towel. It's funny, the things around the house I found to be useful for yoga. So with that little tilt forward, bring your legs together. We'll bring the arms up over the head. On your exhale, fold forward, extending towards your toes. So towards is the optional word. Wherever your hands land, it's fine. But we're going to move with breath and then settle in. So with your breath, inhale, hands to the shins, long spine. And then exhale, release down. Inhale, come all the way up, arms extend over the head. Exhale, hands to the heart. Deep breath in, move with breath. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, release. One more time with your breath. Bring all of that energy up. Arms extend over the head. Exhale, hands to your heart. Breath in, come all the way up again. And on your exhale, fold forward. This time we're going to stay with your breath. Letting your heart reach towards your toes, shoulders down away from the ears. And just let yourself find length. Almost like you're trying to reach your heart and crown of the head towards the tips of your toes. And then create space with your breath. Feeling the breath extend from the lungs all the way down into the lower back. Again, find some length in the spine, and then we'll begin to fold forward over the feet, letting your heart reach towards your toes. Breathing again into the hips, into the lower back. Letting yourself find more space. Letting yourself slow down a little more. Settle in. Each breath, we say thank you. We'll slowly roll up, bring the knees together, and then plant your heels down pretty firmly. We're going to take our arms around, so they might need to come through or around the legs, depending on how you feel here. We're going to just take our hands to reach, to take hold of the bottoms of the feet. So keep planting your heels down, and almost like you're stepping on the gas into your hands. Push the balls of the feet into the hands, and then we're going to tuck the chin into the chest. Feel the full stretch into the entire back here. So keep reaching your back away toward the wall behind you. Keep pushing your feet into the hands. Each breath creating more space. Freeing that energy that gets stuck in the body. Each breath, we say thank you. Slowly begin to release the feet. Sitting up tall, holding on to the knees. And just make some movements with the shoulders. Let everything kind of wiggle around here. Then we're going to send our left leg out nice and long. We're going to cross the right leg over the left. Wrap your left arm around. So get nice and tall out of your seat first. So extending that right arm up, squeezing that leg in. So you start to feel that stretch in the outer hip. And then begin to twist all the way to the right. Take your hand behind you. Gaze over that right shoulder. And then keep moving with breath. And it's a tiny movement here. So as we inhale, lengthen up more. As you exhale, maybe allow yourself to rotate a little bit more to the right. Back through center, opening that opposite shoulder, let your left arm roll back, gaze over that shoulder, and then come through center, extend both legs out, inhale, big deep breath in, exhale, fold, just for a moment here, reaching some length into the spine, and then we'll roll the spine up. Coming to the opposite side, that left leg's going to cross over the right. Wrapping your right arm around that left knee, take your left arm to the sky. So get really long and tall first. Find space and length. And on your exhale, rotate. So taking your left hand behind you, gazes over that left shoulder. And as you squeeze the leg in, find some length in the spine as you inhale. Letting yourself release and rotate as you exhale. Staying here for a few breaths. Creating space. Freeing up some energy in the body. Each breath, we say thank you. Rotate to the opposite side. And then we'll come back through center. Extend both legs out. Reach the arms up. Exhale, fold. Take a few breaths here. Let yourself just draw inward. Spine up. And again, shoulders to the ears, let everything kind of roll back. Open up, make a little bit bigger circles with the elbows, let everything kind of just soften. And then we're going to make our way onto our backs. So as you roll down, just make sure when your back finds its way, your head has a comfortable place to rest. So we're just going to roll down. So if you want to use a little bit of forward, we can do that here, coming into Navasana. So extending the legs out. If you want to skip this, you go right on the head. But extend the arms and legs out. One leg at a time, lifting up. And then we're lowering down. Extend, maybe hold here for just a moment. And then let it go. Letting your arms, your legs, your head, everything just relax down onto the ground. little pressure to the back of the head, almost like you can feel it making an indent, like your head in the sand. And then just slowly turning your head to the right. And then to the left. Letting your head, your neck, your shoulders, everything just softly release down. Bend the knees, planting the soles of the feet onto the mat, letting your head find that neutral place to rest. And then step your feet out to the outer edges of the mat. So your knees are wider than the hips. I almost like to reach so I can feel the edges of the mat on the soles of my feet. So this is just kind of moving from one kind of opposite side to the other. So keep your left leg where it is, and just take your right knee towards your right ankle, or I'm sorry, right knee towards left ankle. So just the weight of that leg, of reaching your knee towards the opposite ankle. Keep your left knee lifted to the sky, so you just feel that nice stretch in the IT band from the hip all the way down to that right knee. On your inhale, bringing that right knee up. Keep it lifted towards the sky, and then letting your left knee reach towards the right ankle. Letting the weight of that leg create a stretch from the left all the way down towards the left knee. And then we're just going to take that a few more times, side to side, allowing that right knee to come towards the left. Hold it in this position as long as it feels good to you. And then you alternate, bringing left knee towards right ankle. So all the while our upper back is just resting, my arms are resting, my head is resting, and just letting some movement come into the lower body. And then I like to just let my knees and feet kind of start to walk their way towards straight and extended. So just letting everything kind of wiggle its way out. Eventually the left leg makes its way straight on the mat, and then the right. For Shavasana, your final relaxation. So if you'd like a blanket to cover yourself up, or anything under the knees, go ahead and take those kind of little moments to care for yourself. And then we're going to go through a little guided relaxation. So beginning to feel the body completely supported from below. As if you were held. Letting go completely. Letting the physical body let go of any effort. Softening through the feet, the legs, softening through the hips, softening through the lower back, through the belly, softening through the chest, the shoulders, softening through the arms, the hands, softening through the muscles of the face, relaxing the jaw, relaxing the eyes, and bringing your awareness to the soft rhythm of your breath. Feeling the gentle breath rise, filling you up, gentle movement as it expands through the body. Feeling the breath rise from center, moving out to the edges of the body. And now as you exhale, allowing yourself to release. Allowing yourself to just be. Slowly beginning to bring your awareness back to your breath. Starting to make some small movements into your fingers and into your toes. Taking your time to move over onto one side of the body. And then we'll eventually make our way up into a comfortable seat. And as you make your way back to that comfortable seat, just bringing your hands together at heart center, bowing towards the chest and Anjali Mudra, a symbol of heartfelt gratitude. Taking a moment for all that we do have to be grateful for. With each breath, we take care of ourselves so we can take care of each other. With each breath, we say thank you. So we'll close this morning with a sloka, or thread, or prayer, or intention, however you'd like to think of it. Meaning for all beings everywhere to be happy, to be healthy, to be free, and that we each play our part. Knowing we each play a part in taking care of each other right now. Everything you do to be careful helps. Loka samesta sugeno bhavantu. May all beings everywhere be happy, be healthy, be free, and may we each play our part. And we'll close together with the sound of Om, taking a deep breath in fully. The light in me honors the light in each of you. Namaste. And I hope you all have a great morning. I wish I could see you guys. That'd be great. I'm looking forward to it. That's for darn sure. Cynthia, good to have you too. And here's Scott in his PJs. Thanks for playing for us.
My pleasure.
It was beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hope you enjoyed. Have a good one. Mwah. Hope to see you soon.